my informative speech rehearsal. My purpose: I'm giving this talk to educate people that are interested in Schellenberger State Nature Preserve about the impact of soil and succession of trees and plants. My thesis: there is physical evidence at Schellenberger that glaciers stopped here. My name is Jason Duchon. I'm a Division of Natural Areas and Preserves technician. Good morning. We are going to address trees as a part of our evidence that glaciers stopped here. I am finishing my associate's degree and have been with the Ohio Division of Natural Resources for over a year. There is physical evidence that glaciers stopped here. Young sugar maples dominate the lower areas of the preserve. Older oaks, tulip poplars, and hickories reside on the hillside just below the knob. Chestnut oaks, mountain laurel, and wild blueberries live on top of the knob. And there is a blue ash that lives on the backside, which is kind of an anomaly. It's a rare species for this area. The types of unplanted trees you will find are at certain locations are the result of what soils are there. According to whether you have acidic versus non-acidic soils and pH levels in the soil, I will visually point out two examples of this during the normal speech. According to whether you have sandy versus clay soils also depends on what trees grow here, and I will visually point that out as well. The soils on top of the knob are wind-blown, more acidic, and drier. And here you will find chestnut oaks, mountain laurels, and wild blueberries. And there is an absence of conifer trees, which is pines, that I will also point out, which is kind of unique to this area. Since glaciers stopped here at Schellenberger, the deposited soils here heavily favor the northwest side, which is where the glaciers came in from, was the west side, the northwest side. And when they hit right approximately Schellenberger areas where they are believed to have stopped, and this would be evidence of such. According to the herbaceous layer, plant species on the southeast side of the knob are in contrast to the other side, which the glacier stopped on one side, deposited soils, kind of swooped around, but there were remaining soils on the back side. And I will point this out. Now down below on the back side of the knob, which would be the northwest side that we'll be looking at last, there is a blue ash tree, which is on the side of the deposited glacial till soils, but it's really dependent on limey soils, very, very high lime content, and there's not much of that anymore around. So this is a large old blue ash. In conclusion, we will have seen how different the tree species are in relation to the soils that have been deposited here. This is part of the physical evidence that glaciers stopped here. The trees and plants on the northwest side in contrast to the southeast side and the top of the knob. Please come to our third installment of the Glacier series at Christmas Rocks, and thank you very much for coming to Schellenberger.